Snow is creeping down the mountain, a little bit at a time. Won't be long, it'll be down here on the flat. Actually, it's not flat, we're up kind of on a hill, but not that high above the flat. Now today, I am kind of cleaning up some stuff and burning part of this old fence that I replaced with the picket fence. This green stuff on the ground, this over here, that's a planter. But that looks better. It was just chicken wire here. He had these green posts and chicken wire, most likely to keep the deer out of this little area here. It's just kind of a flower bed. But anyhow, today, like I said, it's just kind of an odds and ends thing. Moved over this other chicken pen yesterday, which was, again, kind of a struggle. That we got it here. And now, because of the difference in the lay of the land, it's going to need to be, good morning, Goose. It's going to need to be changed a little bit. Before, we had this doorway here off the end of this chicken pen. This one, we're going to have them side by side. I got to fence that off and do some things. I want to build a kind of a run out in front between the two so that they can come out into here and go down this way. I'm a little bit kind of hesitant to let them run free like we always have before. I don't want them messing with the neighbors. Or we don't have neighbors real close, but they're closer than before. This house right here, there's a road in between, but got that house, and we got another one that's further away. That one's about as far as the old one was. But chickens, you know, they can be such messy birds. Man, it's getting warm. I got too many clothes on today. Got a kind of a, what do you call it, flannel shirt and stuff today. But anyway, they can cause problems. That goose, it's definitely going to cause some problems. If he doesn't leave, that is. But if you ever been around geese, goose turds are kind of disgusting. Kind of like pea soup. Sometimes they're liquidy, sometimes they're not, but it's always a mess. Anyhow, I gotta climb up on here, the kind of the porch area here. Kind of like the way they did the cement. That's just poured cement, but it looks like cobble rocks. The porch area, the guy lived in Arizona, in the wintertime at least, and this is a kind of an Arizona, Nevada type of thing. It does nothing to keep the rain and snow out, but it's a sunshade is what it is. My dad had one like that when we lived in Nevada. Yesterday I trimmed all these vines out of here. Not sure what these are. Cindy says they're still alive. They don't look it to me. But I bought some of these plastic tarps to put over this roof. Keep the snow and the rain off of the porch area here this winter. But that's just one of them things I don't really have a heck of a lot of time for. I just got to climb up there and do it. Then it's back to moving stuff. That slope there behind the new woodshed, water is going to run down that when the snow melts or if it rains hard enough. So I was able to scrounge around and find enough of these old 2x6s to put kind of a wooden floor to stack the firewood onto. Need to get busy on that. These boards here, I'll probably either nail them up along the wall, or I might put some net wire fencing on there. That would be easier, be quicker too. But That ought to keep the firewood up off the ground and dry. A lot of it I gotta go get and move over. Fairgrounds found a lady with some kids that I guess wants to rent the old fairgrounds house. So our no hurry to move, we can do it whenever. It's kind of turned into a hurry to move. Deer season ends on the 24th. Today is the 20th already, so we only got 4 days, and 2 of those days, today and tomorrow, are kind of out. We're probably not gonna, if we go, we might go in the evening, but we're probably not gonna get a deer. It looks like we haven't really had any time to go. We've only gone twice, and both times we're just kind of a drive around briefly type of deal. The one loop, I bet it's 40 miles. Didn't see a single deer. The other one is back way into town, the one yesterday, and didn't see a single deer on that either. Saw, I don't know what we saw, 50 or so, probably antelope. No deer. Now, I don't know. In Idaho, in our area at least, different parts of the state are different, but in our area at least, it's only a 2-week deer season. Has to be a buck, it can't be a doe, and that ain't easy. So, I don't know. Probably shouldn't even have bought a tag with everything going on this year. I didn't buy an elk tag. But we might get lucky yet, you never know. Part of the reason, people have been giving me a bad time about the road hunting, basically, is what we're doing. But like I say, we drive a while, we glass with the binoculars and look for them, and if we see them, then, of course, we'll get out of the truck and go sneak up and try to get a closer shot at them. But if not, then we're just kind of driving around, and I don't like to hunt that way. Neither does Cindy. But she's got a swollen ankle that one doctor wanted to fuse together. We've been going to a whole slew of doctor appointments this year, and we went and got a second opinion. That guy said that he doesn't think it needs to be fused together, but he didn't give any any plans of what he plans to do about it either. So I don't know what's going on there. She can't walk very well, and she's got bone spurs growing into her spinal column, and fun stuff. So that's another one. We gotta go get another MRI for that tomorrow. So I'm getting old. He's got another problem that if you were here for the trapping convention, you know about, but I ain't talking about that one. So that's why we're driving around. Yeah, this this sunroof gonna be a little bit leaky. See right on down through there, all it is a bunch of 2x2s. Some of this wood is kind of rotten. That's kind of a worry. Now, probably won't last that long. I'll have to tear this off and replace it before terribly long. Now, Halloween coming, and he's got her decorations up. Well, this tarp that I bought, these tarps I bought, kind of disappointed. I got them off of eBay. A friend of ours had some tarps that were really super thick. They're probably 1/16, maybe an 1/8 of an inch thick, crystal clear, look like glass, about like the windows on the old canvas Jeep tops. That's what I thought I was buying. The 2 of these were $70. I probably could have got them for $20 in town. Well, every once in a while on eBay, I don't know if I could say I got swindled, but I didn't get what I was thinking I was buying either. So, probably could send them back, but it ain't worth the trouble. I'll put them up, and they'll last this winter at least, probably. I bet no longer than that, though. Next winter I'll have to get some more, or do something else with this roof. Not the prettiest roof in the world. Yeah, but it ought to work. One thing I am a little worried about is it's flat. If we get, 2 feet of snow, it's going to be a lot of weight. I might have to climb up here and shovel this, and that plastic's going to be awful slippery. This chicken pen's taken me longer than I thought it would. I got the hole in the back here fixed. If you notice on this, I've got 2 different heights of chain link. If you've ever messed with this stuff, the way you splice it is to untwist one of these wires, and then you can just kind of twist it and weave it back in again. And it can be real easy, it can be a real pain. So far, this one is, well, I don't know if I'd call it easy, but it's been easier than some of the others. But show you what I'm talking about here. This one here, I got this long piece of wire, and when you twist it, you gotta go down like that. You almost need 2 hands, but you do need 2 hands. Yeah, I can't do it and hold the camera too, but you just twist this through. It'll go through this one, that 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 one, on the way down, and you can't even tell it's been spliced once it's done. So you ever heard of a silly goose? He got out when he saw me coming. He's trying to swim in this little bucket.
I think he was taking a bath.
Taking a bath? Well, anyway, he's going to be fairly happy for now, and then he doesn't have to stay in here very long, just a little while, and once he gets used to being here, then we'll turn him loose and hope he sticks around. The chickens, they gotta stay caged up, I think, though. It's always amazed me how much more of the mountains stand out with the snow on them. They're pretty in the summer, but once they turn white, they're really pretty. These red bluffs are pretty too. Look at this. They've always kind of reminded me of orange sherbet. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. See you tomorrow.